Hey everybody, this is James from Dream Better English. I'm here to bring you some stories to help you guys with your listening English, give you some vocabulary, this type of thing. If you find that I am speaking too fast, you can always slow me down on your platform. But remember, you do need to challenge yourself when you're learning English. So let's have a look at some of the headlines that have been in the newspapers over the weekend. Our first story is, of course, has to be about Donald Trump. He has come down with, to come down means to get, he's come down with COVID-19. And there's a bit of conflicting news coming from different sources. His doctor, whose name is Dr. Sean Connolly, first said that he's doing very well. He's looking much better. There's an improvement. And then later on in the day, Donald Trump's chief of staff said that he's not doing well at all. His vital signs over the past 24 hours have been very worrying, and the next 48 hours will be very critical in terms of care. So he continued on to say, we still haven't taken a clear path to recovery. So these are conflicting statements. So then the president came along and he said that he feels well. He's much better now, but he looked rather pale in his video that he uploaded onto Twitter. And he said, we're working very hard for me to fully recover. I think I'll be back soon. I can't wait to finish the campaign that I started. But he did recognize that the next few days will be a real test. When pressed by the media, Dr. Connolly refused to say whether President Trump had needed the use of oxygen and ventilators. So he's not been very honest with the media. And then on Saturday, he did seem to backpedal, which means to go back and disagree with himself and say that we're cautiously optimistic. The president is not out of the woods, and this is an expression we use in English. Not out of the woods means it's not finished yet. There's still some danger. Okay, our next story then, moving on, is from the floods that have hit France and Italy. Torrential rains, very heavy rains, very sudden and exceptional, not normal, left 2 dead in Italy, 8 missing in France. The water caused impressive damage on both sides of the border, with many villages devastated by water and landslides, and roads and bridges have been damaged also or destroyed. 2 Italian victims were named as a firefighter from the Val d'Aosta and a young man from the Vercelli region. On to our next story, the signing of a historic peace agreement in Sudan. Sudan and South Sudan have been fighting for quite a while, and the government of Sudan and rebel groups on Saturday signed a historic peace agreement to end 17 years of deadly war. Today we have concluded a peace agreement. We are happy. We have accomplished our mission. This was a statement given by one of the arbitrators or mediators in the peace accord, and the South Sudan and Khartoum have been at war for 3 decades. South Sudan gaining independence in 2011, and that war left 2 million dead and 4 million displaced. Iran next, with a temporary release of the Franco-Iranian Fariba Adelka. Iranian authorities have temporarily released her. She's an anthropologist, half French, half Iranian. She has been detained since June 2019 for her crime was to undermine national security. Ms. Adelka was released with an electronic bracelet, and she has joined her family. She was arrested in June 2019 with her companion, the sociologist Roland Marshall. He was later released in March as part of a prisoner exchange. And finally, back to Italy. the trial of Matteo Salvini have being prosecuted for having blocked 116 migrants in the summer of 2019 aboard an Italian Coast Guard ship, and he was Minister of the Interior at the time. This trial has been postponed or delayed until November 20th. The preliminary hearing was due to take place on Saturday, but the judge in charge of the proceedings wants to speak to a few people before then, namely the Prime Minister, the current Interior Minister, and the Foreign Minister, before deciding on the possible dismissal of Mr. Salvini. Okay, so there are 5 headlines for you. As I said, if I'm speaking too quick, you can slow me down on your platform. Vocabulary explanations will be given in the description. And I hope to talk to you guys very soon. All the best. Bye-bye.